the professor released nanobots into the water with the original purpose of purifying the water source. Unexpectedly, these nanobots underwent autonomous evolution in the blink of an eye. Countless mechanical insects crawled out of the water. They were capable of self-replication by devouring objects. The crowd fled in a panic and took shelter in a cave, barricading the entrance with a boulder to narrowly escape danger. When everyone woke up the next day, they were starving and had no choice but to go out in search of food. But as soon as they stepped out of the cave, they were utterly stunned. The outside world had already transformed into a forest of steel. What was even more surprising was that dinosaurs had actually evolved here. Fry was snatched away by a pterosaur and taken back to its nest. Leela grabbed a spear and went to rescue him, only to be surrounded by two dinosaurs. At the critical moment, a solar flare suddenly erupted, triggering a powerful electromagnetic pulse in an instant. All the dinosaurs were completely destroyed, using parts salvaged from the dinosaur remains. The professor built a spaceship in a mere 2 hours. However, as night fell, the professor decided to postpone the departure until the next day. But while they were sound asleep in the cave, all the women were abducted. When the group woke up the next morning, they found that the spaceship had long since vanished without a trace. In its place stood a forest that had undergone yet another round of evolution, along with a tribe of primitive humans who had carried off Leela and the others. The primitives threw a broom at them. It turned out they intended to abduct the women to be their wives. The professor tore the elastic band from his pants and fashioned it into a slingshot. They had originally planned to launch the rescue mission in 12 hours time, that is, the following day. But when the crowd rushed out of the cave, they were astonished to find that Leela had already been rescued. It turned out that the primitive humans had disappeared without a trace overnight. Just then, a robot suddenly appeared. Without a word, it grabbed Fry and took him away. Upon detecting Fry, a sentient carbon-based life form, the robot's expression twisted into one of utter shock.